All right, good morning, Year 9 Cultural Project crew. This is just a quick recorded lesson to walk you through what you're going to be doing today in class, which is looking at the paragraph outlining a significant individual from your cultural group or subculture. So this is the task sheet, and you can see that I've highlighted the area where, using your research and data that you've collected, you are to write a short paragraph outlining a significant individual from your cultural group or subculture. So when we're looking at the rubric, this is part of the explanation of research criteria, and you can see again on the screen I've highlighted in yellow what you'll be what you'll be working on today and aiming to achieve today. Some of us may have written a paragraph in class. I can see on some of your Google sites that there is a paragraph there. However, when reading through them, I did feel like they needed some extra work, and using this rubric and some worked examples that Miss Letus has written will really help you achieve greater success there. So today what I first want you to do is go to your Google Sites, or if it was on a Google Doc, a Google Doc, and find the paragraph you wrote about your significant person. Or if you haven't written one, no worries, we'll start today. So what I'd like to show you, and what I'll upload on Google Classrooms and on Compass, is what Miss Letus has written for worked examples, where she actually goes through each level of the rubric and provides an example of what that would look like for this section of the task. So what we're looking at is evaluating the role of a significant individual. So you can see that at the foundation level, what you're doing is identifying a significant individual. So we're using the example here of Indigenous culture in Australia. So Miss Letus says, a significant person in Indigenous culture is Eddie Mabo. He is significant because he took a legal case to the High Court which changed the lives of Indigenous people. So at the foundation level, you've identified someone that was significant for the particular cultural group. That should be something all of you should be able to do. I really do think most of us in class that day did do that. And if you haven't done that, that's a really quick, easy way that you can tick that off. But what I want everyone to be aiming for today is moving up in the steps of the rubric. So the next step on the developing level is to describe the significant individual. This is where you probably list some more kind of biographical details. So a significant person in Indigenous culture is Eddie Mabo. He is significant because he took a legal case to the High Court which changed the lives of Indigenous people. So that's the identified. But then she goes on to say, Eddie Mabo was born on the 29th of June 1936. He worked in a number of jobs such as pearl fishing, cutting cane, and on the railways. He married Benita Nihau and they had 10 children. So you've got some biographical details. Where were they born? When were they born? Where were they born? What did they do with their lives? Maybe major achievements in their career, things like that. So that's the developing level. But what I want everyone to at least aim for today, and then if not go further than this, is this proficient level where you are explaining how the significant person is connected to the cultural group. So the whole reason we're doing this is why and how they influence the particular cultural group or subculture. So we should all be thinking about this. This should be at the top of our priorities when we're thinking of why a person was significant. So following on from where it finished there, he married Benita Nihau and they had 10 children. He was born on the island of Muir in the Torres Straits between Queensland and Papua New Guinea. He is a Miriam man, which is an Indigenous Australian cultural group. So you can clearly see how Eddie Mabo is connected to Indigenous culture. So how he's connected to the cultural group. And that's at the proficient level. And you're not actually doing too much complicated or complex thinking. You're just saying how they're connected to the group. Everyone, I think, should be aiming for this. And then lastly, at the expert level, you are evaluating the role the significant person had in representing or influencing the cultural group. So evaluating, for me, an easy way of thinking of that is you're making a judgment call, or you're weighing up the good and the bad and saying that this is your opinion on it. So let's read here what Miss Letus said, following on from where she ended last time. So he's a Miriam man, which is an Indigenous Australian cultural group. Eddie Mabo influenced, see she's using the words of the rubric there. That's a really good idea for you guys as well, because it clearly shows me as the reader that you've read the rubric and you're trying to address that criteria. Eddie Mabo influenced Indigenous Australians in many ways. In the 1980s and 1990s, he launched 2 legal cases. As a result, the High Court overturned the old doctrine of terra nullius. This was an acknowledgement that Indigenous Australians were the first Australians and should have native title land rights. This allowed many Indigenous Australians to go on to claim land back from the Australian government so it could be used for cultural purposes. This is significant as Indigenous Australian culture is spiritually tied to land. Mabo also had a significant influence in education, setting up one of the first schools for Indigenous people in Townsville in 1973. This is influential as it was controversial at the time but paved the way for many Indigenous Australians attaining successful education. So you can see clearly in that answer, Miss Leadus has argued why he was influential in representing the cultural group. He was one of the first people to do this for Indigenous Australians, but also how it influenced the cultural group. They were able to more readily access successful education. So she clearly addresses the rubric there, and she has made her opinion. Why is this influential? Why is this significant? You can clearly see that she's saying this is significant because. I hope that makes sense. You can use these examples and follow the steps here for your own significant individual using this recipe or this method so that you guys can get all the way to the expert level yourselves. Again, if you have any questions at all, please email me. I'm readily available during school hours. And then when we have cultural, so period 5 on the Friday is when you should be doing this. I will be on Google Hangouts. If you need an instant answer to a question, just message me on there and I can write straight back so you can keep going with your work so you don't feel like you're stuck. Good luck and let me know how you go. I'll probably post on Google Classrooms for you to put your own paragraphs in so myself or maybe other classmates can give you feedback. All right, thanks guys, good luck, and I'll see you soon.